I feel like I'm losing my mind.
In the South Korean entertainment world, the name Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, never ceases to steal the spotlight. Whether it's through the spotlight, global concert screens, or the front row at fashion weeks in Paris and Milan, his name has become a global symbol of style, charisma, and talent. But this time, the spotlight didn't come from glitz, nor from a glittering stage. This time, the world's attention was focused on a simple yet meaningful visit. Amidst the hot summer sun, the atmosphere in front of a military training building was bustling with cheers and wide smiles. It wasn't the arrival of a high-ranking official, nor was it a massive military celebration. That day, Kim Taehyung had returned to the place where he once endured his arduous days as part of the elite SDT special duty team. The SDT is a special unit of the South Korean military, selected through a rigorous selection process. Its members undergo extreme training, rigorous discipline, and high-risk missions. And among the big names who have been part of the SDT, the presence of a world-class idol like Taehyung is extraordinary. Taehyung could have chosen a less demanding unit, could have hidden behind his celebrity status. But no, he chose the difficult path. He chose to stand alongside ordinary young men ready to risk their lives for their country. And this time, after his training was over, he returned, not as a celebrity, but as a brother in arms. In a series of photos now flooding social media, Taehyung is seen sitting amidst rows of his comrades, wearing sunglasses and casual black clothing. He isn't at the center as a star, but completely integrated in the bond of togetherness. In one photo, they sit closely together, smiling broadly, posing peacefully with a V symbol, not only a reflection of Taehyung's stage name, but also a symbol of victory, peace, and solidarity. In another collage, we see their journey from the beginning of training. Young faces in black and white portraits, hugs and laughter while still in camouflage uniforms, selfies after strenuous training, and then parting ways in their uniform black uniforms, a symbol of togetherness that carries through to the end of their service. These are no ordinary memories. They are snapshots of life, a portrait of people growing together out of respect and love for one another. In one photo, a white sheet of paper bears Taehyung's signature, the date, and a personal message he left for SDT. It's not a long word, but enough to make his comrades feel appreciated, remembered, and loved. For Taehyung, this isn't just a goodbye. It's a silent promise that the bond won't end here. Even though the world awaits him on the global stage, his heart still holds a special place for those he's been with in the barracks, on the training field, and in the military mess hall. It didn't take long for the hashtags #WithSDT and #TeamBrotherhood to trend. BTS fans worldwide, ARMY, swimmed social media with emotion and pride. He not only demonstrated loyalty, but also what it means to be a true human being. This visit was more valuable than any concert. He came as family. This was more than a reunion. Taehyung proved that fame hasn't changed his soul. Taehyung didn't come with an entourage of managers, no documentary cameras, no media gimmicks. He came alone, with the sincere intention of being present and sharing the moment with his brothers. And that's what made this moment so meaningful. In a world filled with imagery and publicity, Taehyung demonstrated one of the rarest things: sincerity. He could have kept all of this as a personal memory, but through his presence, he reminded us that the greatness of a figure is measured not by the number of stages he steps on, but by the number of hearts he touches. Time passes, but the values instilled in the military, a sense of responsibility, loyalty, and togetherness, never fade. And for Taehyung, SDT isn't just a thing of the past. It's a part of him that he will carry with him wherever he goes. When fans ask, why did he return to the barracks after completing his military service? The answer doesn't need long words. The photos speak for themselves. Genuine laughter, warm hugs, respectful gazes. This isn't about image. This is about human relationships built through hardship and maintained with sincerity. What Taehyung did that day wasn't just visiting comrades in arms. He was sending a symbolic message to the world, especially ARMY. that in this fast-paced and harsh world, relationships are everything. Be it relationships between soldiers, between BTS members, or with his fans. And that visit seemed to be an invisible bridge between the two worlds he once and still inhabits. The harsh and disciplined world of the military. The world of the stage is full of lights and cheers. Amidst the two, there is one common thread that binds them: Kim Taehyung's sincerity. Now, after completing his military service and demonstrating true dedication, Taehyung is ready to return to the entertainment world. But he is no longer the same person. He returns as a reforged person, as someone who understands the meaning of commitment, hard work, and true friendship. And most importantly, as a role model who is loved not only for his visuals or melodious voice, but for his integrity and heart. BTS itself is preparing to enter a new era after military service. Rumors abound about major comebacks, solo projects, and even international collaborations. But for true fans, the most touching moments aren't the moments they stand on stage, but the moments they stand alongside ordinary people and show that they are human too. On a piece of white paper he left at the barracks, in simple yet meaningful handwriting, Taehyung wrote something that will never be forgotten. Thank you for being a part of my life's journey. Let's continue to maintain this spirit and brotherhood. See you next time. K. Taehyung. That short sentence carried more than just a greeting. It carried a message that transcended the barracks, the stage, and the entire world. However, all attention that day was immediately focused not only on Kim Taehyung's departure to Los Angeles, but also on widespread fan speculation. Was this the beginning of a real BTS reunion? It's no secret that even though the members were serving their military service separately, communication and planning were constantly underway behind the scenes. And Taehyung's sudden departure to LA, a city known as BTS's second home during their global promotions, led many fans to suspect something big was brewing. Several sources within the Korean entertainment industry even mentioned that HYB was organizing a special cross-border project, which would be BTS's first unlabeled reunion moment since their hiatus from group activities. And interestingly, Taehyung's name emerged as a key element in this entire strategy. Moreover, recently, the official accounts of HYB Japan and HYB America both dropped subtle hints in their social media posts, featuring a silhouette cutout that closely resembles Taehyung, with the caption, "Something timeless is coming," something that has ARMY speculating that this is part of a secret BTS comeback or an exclusive global collaboration involving Taehyung and some big Hollywood names. If this is true, then Taehyung's move is more than just an ordinary journey. It's a symbolic step into a new chapter for BTS and proof that Taehyung's charm and influence have captivated not only the fashion world, but the global entertainment world as a whole. With all these signals, fans are now waiting for one thing. Is this the beginning of BTS's resurgence as a whole? Or will Taehyung pave the way for a new era of K-pop that's more global, personal, and unbound by old formats? One thing is for sure, whatever is happening, the world is waiting, and all eyes are on V. Because when Taehyung takes a step, the world doesn't just watch, it moves. Stay with us at K-Pop News for inspiring, touching, and unforgettable stories from true idols who shine not only on screen, but in real life as well.